Hello everybody, my name is Patrick. I'm a drone engineer from ARK Electronics in Salt Lake City, Utah, and today this is going to be a tutorial on how to integrate the ARK Jetson PAB Carrier and the Doodle Labs Mesh Rider radio family. And as I said, I'm going to use the Doodle Labs Mesh Rider radio family, and I have a variable. This is going to be our ground station. I'll connect it to a ground station, and I also have a mini that's going to be connected to the drone, and then we will just set up everything, and then they're going to be able to communicate. You're going to be on the same mesh network, and then you can go ahead and do your application. So I would say let us begin. So as I said, Doodle Labs Mesh Rider Radio integration guide for the ARK Jetson PAB Carrier. So there are a couple of radios in the family. Today I'm going to use the wearable and the mini, as I was showing it earlier, but the idea is that we will establish this private mesh network, and then you can use your ROS, PX4 or the ARK Electronics software packages on it. So it's pretty much just gonna provide communication between the ground PC and your airside. And then we can jump to the hardware setup. So as I said, I'm using the mini. It should be the same for Nano as well. For the drone side, here one small thing is that you have to power up the board. So since you have to power it up externally, I would say you should use two power modules, one for the Jetson and one for the radio, but this is also good for the Jetson since you will have redundancy. On power side, and yeah, it's like a 5-volt barrel jack connector, and besides that you plug in the Ethernet cable, and then just establish the connection. As you can see here, the two power modules, the Ethernet cable and the radio. So first we need to set up the ground station radio. You have your options. I'm using the wearable, that's what I have, but you could use any of those. You either end up using Windows to set the static IP, or you can go ahead and do the Linux. I use the Linux version. Just copy that, and once it's done, you can navigate to the IP address on the radio. It should be in the back on the radio, and then you just log in. And as you can see, since I have the radio powered up, they're already connected. Here are a couple of things. You can change the configuration, and also since this is a wearable, it has a Wi-Fi option as well, so just go ahead and then experience with it, but the radio should connect right away since they have the same, they're pre-configured on the same way. And yeah, I'm just talking about the same things here. Go ahead and then read through the documentation. As I said, the Wi-Fi is available for the wearable and the OEM. So you can go ahead and then set the static IP on the Jetson side. You use the micro USB to SSH first, and then use the command to set the static IP. Once it's done, you can restart the Jetson and navigate to the IP of that radio. You will see that the two radios are already connected since they have the same pre-configuration, so they connect right away. But since we are on the same static, we set the static IP, we can SSH here as well through the network. Once both the IPs are set, and then the radios can communicate, you can try to ping the devices from the PC and also from the SSH terminal on the Jetson if you want to, but otherwise you can go ahead and then check out the ARK-OS. Is the Jetson.local, it should load, and I'm just gonna demonstrate very quickly here the RTSP server. It's a camera server, and the camera stream is going on that address, so we'll have to change that address a little bit using the IP of the airside. You go ahead and then you add or modify your radio. Here you have to select the UDP, and then you can just use the Jetson.local. It should autofill for the correct IP, or you can use the IP that we set previously, whatever you set, and then once it's done, you should be able to connect to it. And besides that, we can also set up the camera server. Regarding that, you just have to change the IP, as I said, and then everything should be ready to go. As you can see, I'm here and then hitting the gong for a little, but yeah, so that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for following along. If you buy these radios, I hope that this resource will be helpful for you. If you have any questions, please let us know, and check out our other tutorials, our web shop, and our social media, LinkedIn for example, and also don't forget to join to our Discord, and see you in the next video.